My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to the Darkest Republic, a State of the Darkest Dungeon. Oh, yes. Oh, that's right, we're back just in time. Oh, hang on, you're in a third tier now. Right, of course. So, Corbon can't be used as our frontline party member. Poor can, so it'd be like Poor Barvan Blobesville Follet. Is there any problem with this party? Yes, we need some more damage. So instead it becomes Poor Dubois Blobesville Follet. Is there any problem with this party? Slightly. There's a slight bit of a problem in the fact that I've got the lower accuracy on this, but I really don't care that I have lower crit. Not that much, at least. I want to see how her heal levels up, so let's check this. Yeah, 2 to 3, so I imagine that's 3 to 3. So if that's 3 to 3, and then I gave you, like, Yunya's head plus the antiquarian candle, you would get a total of plus 80% on 3 to 3, so 80% of 3 is, well, I mean, assuming they're rounding in the correct fashion, it would be 2. So you'd be healing for 4 per heal, single target. Sorry, 5, 3 plus 2. I don't know if I care enough to do that. Let's see if we've got any good mid-tier missions. What do we got? Long veteran in the Weald. We've got a... Oh my god, we've got so many long veteran ones that we could do. Ooh, what is this? Hunter's Talon. Plus 3% crit, plus 10 accuracy, plus 100% food consumed. So that deals with the accuracy issue, but why would I take that instead of a Sun Ring? A Sun Ring giving plus 25% damage is, in almost all cases, going to be more effective than crit. Is this strictly true? Taking crit from... Where are we? Secrets. Taking crit from 7%, and then there's the crit mod of 6. So 13 to 16, yeah, it does not outweigh just a 25% flat increase in damage. Especially enough to offset the food consumed. So that's not actually something I want to focus on just for getting that trinket. Although there's a few trinkets here that I'm looking... Oh! Candle of Life, I'm actually going to need that because I sold my other Candle of Life in desperate attempt to get money. There's also a Martyr Seal, which I think I sold one of as well. No, I actually kept it. Of course I did. But if I'm going on one of those missions, that's a high tier mission. I may as well just take like my super high tier party that doesn't go out on any other missions anymore. Sorry, that don't go out on other missions anymore. They can be used to power level other people though. But do I want to power level anyone? I'm fine with it being a slowish grind. I think I don't want to be power leveling people. You are fine in this area. You're an Eldritch Slayer as well, which is nice. You are also fine in this area. Also fine in this area. Also fine in this area, although all of you would be better in the Warrens. Could we go to the Warrens? Is that a good idea? Extra chance to surprise enemies, and extra chance for us not to be surprised. Although if we have full scouting, we're just never going to be surprised anyway. And I usually focus on going full scouting. So if I'm focusing on putting 2 slots at least into scouting trinkets, I probably can't afford to also take an Ancestor's Lantern. Especially for the only bonus of surprising monsters. Okay, so the Ancestor's Lantern doesn't seem useful for me. Ancestor's Pistol I've spoken about before, it's too much accuracy, you don't need that much, and usually you want to throw something else in as well. I think I actually do want to go on one of these long mediums. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go to the long Darkest Dungeon one, not yet. I don't have a full party that can do it. Like, it looks like I might, but I totally don't. And here's why. Shuffles. So, we learned in our first attempt, I think this was 3 or 4 episodes ago now, 2 or 3 episodes actually. We learned in our first attempt, against the Darkest Dungeon, that they shuffle you a lot. So party members like Belay, and Tamol, and Bynard, and to an extent Stalwart, were useless when they were shuffled in the wrong position. So I can't take Bob-Wan. Bob-Wan will never, ever, ever go into a Darkest Dungeon mission. I can't. You shuffle Bob-Wan, you put her to the back, and then it's 1 turn to move her forward to the 3rd, another turn to move her forward to the 2nd, and then another turn to have her hit. That's so many turns stolen from her. She may as well be stunned. He may as well be stunned. Right, Lep is a male. Bodecock, fine. You've got breakthrough to take you a little bit forward, and you can also do if it bleeds from the 3rd position, so it's a lot better. It's way, way better of an option. And if you focus on buffing dodge, you can kind of have a dodge tank sitting there instead. Bohyun's amazing, I'd imagine, because you've got smack him with a rampart for a stun and to move forward, and you can even crush backline rows, so you don't have to be hitting the front 2 all the time at least. And even further than that, you can still Defender, you can still Retribution. You are useful from all slots. Umfraville, I'll be honest, is never going to go out on a Darkest Dungeon mission, I don't think. I think he's way too fragile, is the problem I have with Umfraville. You do have Evasive, which I do want to lock in, actually. I might want to consider doing that right now. Because you're fast, you do a lot of damage, and I want you to be evasive, because that's the only way you're going to be a tank of any kind. These guys can't really get moved, but if I lock in Hand of Abyss on them, then at least I'll be able to do something from a frontline position, or if I give them Sacrificial Stab, which I would be doing if I was taking them in, they would have something to do from almost every position. So actually, that would feel a lot better. I think I would be able to take one of these out if I put Sacrificial Stab. Deepwater, Hound's Rush can be used from almost anywhere. Hound's Harry can be used from anywhere. Blackjack can only be used from the front 2, but I probably wouldn't have them originally in the front 2, so if they got shuffled there, it'd be fine for me. Guard Dog can be used from anywhere, make a dodge tank and protect someone. Really good. And they have high bleed resist, although this character doesn't currently, thanks to the bleed resist debuff that they have there. And Secrets being our final. I think if I change up some of your skills, yeah, if I give you Flashbang and then just give you Stun Power, you can be a stunner from any position. You can Flashbang them, or you can uppercut them, depending on where you are. So it becomes a lot more important, a lot more powerful. Sakerville would also be reasonable just for the fact that Blind Fire can be shot from anywhere. So if I'm in the front of the row, I just Blind Fire, and then I act at the start of the next round. And that makes me a lot better. So I'm going to be taking a mid-tier mission out. What are we, 7 minutes in and I've only been talking? Holy shit. We'll play the game eventually. Honestly, at this point, you have to be familiar with my style, right? My style is I do nothing for a very long time. Full stop. That's the end of my style. I do want to take you out, actually, Bavin, rather than Dubois. And the reason I kind of want to do that is because you're a Weald Explorer. And on guard, so you've got like a super powerful stun. But then the problem becomes, I do all of this, and I take Blobesville, which mitigates the stress damage, which makes me a lot happier with this. Weald Scrounger, Weald Explorer, and I'll also be taking the map for an extra 25%. That plus Highlight will be good enough. The one problem I foresee running into is that I won't really have any heals. So you've got to take a self-heal, you've self-heal, you're a dodgy kind of guy, and you've got a targeted heal. You know what? I think I'll actually be fine. I think I won't need the heals that often, and I think if I do need them, I'll be able to get them out. Yeah, no, this party ought to be fine. And it's just a long mission, so which of these two do I want? Well, I want crests more, so I may as well. Wait. How many crests is it to sorry, how many deeds is it to a crest? Oh, tell me. So 3 crests becomes 1 deed. So I've got to assume like 1 deed becomes 2 crests. So if I finish this, I'll actually get more crests than if I finish specifically looking for crests. So instead, this is what I'm going to do. Plus, I can definitely sell Hell's Hairpin. I've already got one for the nuclear run I want to be doing later. Okay. All of this is now set. I know what party I'm running with, which means that I can go outside and I can deal with long-term things that need to happen on certain characters. So the first thing I want to do is Umfraville. I'd lock in Evasive, and I don't think any of the rest of these are really important, so I'm not going to lock anything out. You've got Photomania, which I do like, but I just don't think it's important enough, and I don't think any of those are important. Actually, Nocturnal needs to be locked out. You need to be faster. Poisson, your Evasive Eldritch Slayer. I kind of want to lock in Natural Swing. Is there anything I want to lock out? Yeah, not really. Actually, probably Fear of Unholy, because some things are unholy and I just don't know. Okay, we'll start working on these people with the money that we're getting from all of these runs that we're doing at the moment. Now, no one outside my party has a disease. No one does. Excellent. No one outside my party is stressed. No one is. Excellent. So the final thing that I need to do is equip you correctly. You will be using all of your abilities. You are going to be using the specific abilities that you ever use. Upgrade, upgrade. We are going into the Weald, right? So you're not going to be blighting. Oh, but blighting for 3 rounds. That'd be nice. But you don't need Protect Me, do you? What's that? No. I'll get Protect Me anyway. And you're also going to be taking your self-heal, because I need you to have your self-heal if you're coming out on this mission. And then we have some gear to equip as well. Now, this is why we've been doing the Antiquarian runs, because as you can see, we're now... we've just bled about half of the money that we got on the last runs. I think I've checked all of you, and I found you wanting. Yeah, I'm almost certain I found them wanting already. So, we'll just go on the mission with our trinket setup. Trinket setup, almost certainly going to be Ancestor's Pen plus Sunring on you. Move over to the next target. That becomes the Lock of Fury plus the green lock, which is Stun Skill and Blight Skill. We'll move on even further. Have you upgraded your bleed yet? Okay, your individual bleed is at least 4. That's pretty good. So, as the Jester. Jester. I think I have you crit, right? Aren't you my crit build? But you can also take a Sunring? No, that's right, you need bleed. You still need bleed increased chance, because 130 is not good enough. But I don't want to be lowering your dodge. I think I used to have something specifically for you increasing your bleed skill chance. Oh, there it is. Yeah, lower bleed resist. Things don't bleed you down here, they blight you. So that's, yep, that's the one I want to be going with. And then finally, in the back of the row, you pretty much take whatever we need you to take. So, scouting chance. Heals received, heals received. Okay, so I don't want to put that on you. I might even just give you, like, plus dodge. I could also try and give you plus blight chance. Actually, you're going to need to resist blight. So I may as well give you the plus blight chance, in which case you are going to be taking your blight skill. Okay. I feel a lot better about that now. All of you have your correct abilities locked in, except for you. I think I'll throw out if it bleeds, because it's still only doing 3 damage per round. And we'll throw in Adrenaline Rush. And then that should be it. Let's go into the Weald. Now, we don't have a healer of any kind, so I'm going to be taking... How much food? Do we have a Dyspomaniac? No. Ooh, you do have Stress Eater, though. I think I do have to take the full stacks, unfortunately. I like taking all of the shovels when I go to the Weald, especially for long wields. Weald. Do I take herbs? I don't take that many herbs. Take a stack of 6 of each of these. And then, like, 2 holy waters. Stack of torches, and stack of 6. This is going to be really difficult to hold things. In fact, I think I just sell the torches and don't take them. Yep. That'll do. Okay, let's go. I always really want to hesitate for a very long period of time before I send people out. Because I've sent people out on, like, champion missions before, and then gone, oh, I forgot to give them trinkets. I'm dumb. Hodor. Right? I never want to do that, because I'll lose people.
Soak the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
One of my problems is my stun is not going to be incredibly reliable, but you know, there it is, being reliable. You are unholy with low blight resist. You are getting blighted, sir. You have low bleed resist as well. And you're in the only position I can hit, so you're getting bled. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I was like, there's an okay chance that I get to kill this character before it gets to do anything ever. Okay, 110 versus 160, so 50% chance to stun. Well, I mean, it's either that or transform and go for an attack. So I'm actually going to go for the 50% chance to stun. Nice. And that'll be the end of it. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. You're already dead to your blights, aren't you? Yep. So instead, we are going to be doing some stress reduction. You're going to buff yourself for any possible future combat. We're going to hope that the Jester acts early enough to do some more stress reduction. Ooh, baby. Sure. Heal yourself of the 0 damage you've taken. See if you can stab him to death. No? Dang.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
That was a really good thing to get. Antiquarian, of course, is going to be our interacting class.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
2 emeralds, I can't drop them. Shit. We already need a new stack opened. Because I need to start taking gold. I think I can avoid taking 100 gold right now, but it's going to become very dire very soon. I have to continue taking the rare antiques, obviously.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I need to have a stack of minor antiques. I'm
In
going to
Radiance,
actually throw away
may we
6 full
find
torches.
victory.
I've got a sun ring on 1 character, I think. No, 2 characters. It's really bad that I had to throw those torches away. But I'm going to need a stack of small antiques. In fact, I needed the stack of gold, so I've already had some bad times. Maybe I should just, like, rest super early. Although I always hate doing that. It just feels wrong. Light them. And it debuffs their blight resist, which means that future blights are going to be more likely to hit. Overall, it's pretty good.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, we can't ignore 500 gold. There's too many interactables that require bandages, and I know there's going to be like a big ol' area that I'm going to need those. Some things require anti-venom, not an incredible amount. Do I want to skimp on torches? Sorry, on shovels? I think the fact that I still haven't seen a blockage means that I do want to skimp on that many shovels. God, that's such a shitty decision to have to make. Oh, shit. And here, of course, we're going to be using our first shovel.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I realized that. It's a terrifying fact. Okay. Stun the big old one. Alright, that didn't work out. Let's try and start him bleeding. That also didn't work out. Well, is it 3? Okay, I need to stab you for 5. That's fine. I can do that. I guess I just kill the one in the back line. So we're only going to have to deal with 1 action. Oh, perfect. This is a stun. This isn't even, like, it doesn't replicate you. I'll just throw in the instant damage right now. Hopefully hit the stun. Thank you. And then it's just crit time, of course. 21%, 1 in 4. Sorry, 1 in 5 will crit. I just do the stun here for the chance to do damage. Really don't care about anything else in that one. And that'll
Cursed champion falls.
It's 2.25k. Which makes it more valuable than a stack of emeralds. It's even more valuable than a stack of gold. I'm throwing away the anti-venom. I'm going to feel really bad about that very soon, but I'm doing it. Yeah, I need more inventory space, especially considering the room's upcoming, so I'm actually going to rest before I loot that. Oh, God.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight. and uneasy companionship.
Bleed charm. Don't want it. Key. Thank you. Food. Okay. Another key. Also, thank you. And then buff your stress damage, and let's see if we get ambushed in the night. We do not.
Lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, wow. You would have actually taken 30 stress damage there if I didn't do that correctly. Whew. Okay, they were incredibly surprised, apparently. I'm actually going to go for the kills. I think because I got the surprise on them, I can actually afford to go for the kills. You've got extra health. Yeah. I think that's my target for that. And then we slap through all of them. Now, you are dead to your blight. You are not dead to your bleed. Sorry, you're not dead to your blight, so you'll be dead to the bleed. So now only one of them's gonna get to attack, so essentially we stunned these two, but we stunned them forever.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And then, of course, because this guy is so fast, he'll just finish it off, no problems. Stress relief on the character that took some stress damage earlier. I'm honestly sad to hear it. Boom.
Eradicated.
Eradicated.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah, those deeds aren't staying long. I'm liking that I'm finding the things that I kept throwing away. Like, I threw away a bunch of torches, and then I found some torches. I threw away a bunch of shovels, and then I found a shovel. It's helpful. I'll tell you that much. We don't want the blight coming in, so we're going to do the stun rather than trying to go for a kill or anything stupidly greedy like that. They all have really high blight resist, so instead of trying, I'm just going to try and flog in the damage.
Precision.
Very nice.
Power.
You're dead, not to your bleed, unfortunately, so you aren't dead.
Oh!
Oh! Well, that's a spicy burrito. Oh, damn! The double stun, for real? Okay. That'll guarantee at least one kill.
Destroy them all.
I kind of want to try and debuff your accuracy, but I really think that would be a wasted attempt. Big slime. That's not cytokinesis. I don't think that generates something. Well, this has just been a horrible event for you to have to be part of, big ol' slime friend. Although, I'll be honest, I was expecting to have done a lot more damage by now. Although the bleed, yeah, will finish you.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
I unlocked it with the wrong person. Yep, I realized that as soon as I did it. Actually, we will remove your debuff. You've got decent trap disarm. It's 5% difference. God, I hope that 5% difference wouldn't have made a difference.
Possessed by evil intent. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I got it. Don't worry. We've an antiquarian for that. So if I attack, and then it's possible that I don't even need to attack either of the back two with anyone else.
Their formation is broken.
We'll see what the Jester does.
Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to attack. Okay. That'll do.
This expedition at least promises success.
Actually, I start a stack of jade. Sorry, of gold, not jade. One obstacle, secret room, so that means I do that at the end, which means I go over in this direction first. Okay, thank you for helping me figure out my pathing. Well, we know what to do here. Right, huh? Unfair. I call that into question. And then we don't let the twitching maggots ever move. Excuse me. Whoops! I'm terrified. Okay, I didn't get stunned. Worries? On no one. Excellent.
Dazed,
Gosh.
reeling.
Ah, yeah, you get the fits now, of course, yeah. Lower crit by 5%. Lower accuracy by 5. Extra speed, though, which is nice. But the lower things do not get made up for, unfortunately. We still just want to leave it for a breakthrough to fix. Yep.
Executed with
Very similar to that.
impunity.
Lower my damage a whole bunch. Okay, so now I can just focus on heals and self-heals and things like this. Things of this nature. There's a heal. There's a heal. God damn! Nice crit. Self-heal and a little bit of stress heal. Damn it, we didn't get to her,
Monstrous
unfortunately.
has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay, we've grave dug, and it paid off. Well, I don't know if I can start another stack of emeralds. They still only stack up to 2,000 value. And they're much more speculative, like, less likely to pay off. You know what? We'll do some food, and then we'll start a stack of them. How about that? Yeah. That seems reasonable to me.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Still no scouting. I don't feel good about it. God, we're using a lot of keys here. I'm pretty happy about it, considering how many I brought.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright, Madman. I'm gonna throw a bunch of attacks against him. If I overkill him, that's fine. Although... doesn't look like I'll be able to. So 4, 15... I guess I can try and blight him, but what damage is that really doing? 5 damage. Come on. Double bleed, 7. Okay, so you'll survive A rounds, or I can have you survive 0 rounds. Do I want to kill these two, or do I want to kill the Frothing Madman? Even if I attack the Frothing Madman, there's a chance it survives. A low chance, but a chance nonetheless. Whereas I could remove a bunch of rabies possibilities here. I'm doing this.
As the fiend falls,
I think that's the responsible decision. You can tell how how little how unaccustomed I am to being responsible by the difficulty I had remembering the word responsible.
cuts on its own.
Oh, that'll kill. And thankfully that's a really high speed beast, so I acted just fast enough to guarantee that it died before it actually got an attack. You have 7 damage incoming, and you've got that much health. Perfect. We'll do some stress heal, some heals.
A death by inches.
No one needs to actually give you the final one. Actually, that heal would never have done anything unless I'm crit. So I shouldn't have done that heal. I should have actually tried to do the attack. More likely to get a crit in that circumstance. Okay, everything's running red. It's good to hear. Please stun. Thank you. Spread or singular? Spread. We need to have the big guy dead very quickly. Even if I went for singular, it wasn't exceedingly likely that I would have actually been able to... Oh, wait, that makes this a lot worse. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna go for the attack there, and we're gonna have to go for a breakthrough. I just want to get both of those off the field, because I don't want to Iron Swan the back row and
press this
leave
advantage.
2 creatures up.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, your stun resist. We've still got a 50-50 at stunning you. I'm going to take that rather than transform. Hey, you win some, you lose some. Trying to blight. Oh, we could actually have you dead. Yep, dead to
bigger
rights.
The beast, the greater the glory.
Move our way through this thorned thicket. Beautiful. Another bandage. Very glad I didn't throw this away.
Wealth
I'm very
beyond
glad that I
measure.
chose...
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm gonna throw the medicinal herbs now. I'm very glad that I chose to throw away the anti-venom, because it turns out that anti-venom was going to be one of the things I was going to be least likely to need. Thankfully. Whew. Beautiful stun. You've got high blight resist. I'm actually gonna try and blight you up then. Just in case my attack against the back row doesn't fully succeed. Nice try. Yeah, we'll try that. This guy's not so bad. Hey, it turns out I actually did need the blight against the back row in order to have her dead this round. Beautiful. Shouldn't be able to blight the back row. Yeah, it's the blight resist. So at this point, just blight both of you. And then I'll bleed both of you. You should be dead, yes? 7. Ooh, entirely ignoring the blight. You're already dead. Now, your blight resist hasn't been lowered, which is unfortunate. Think, since your debuff resist isn't that high. What is this? 120. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and lower your accuracy. And then we'll just wail away at you. Come on and miss. That's not a miss. It's misses, Hellion, to you. Go for another slap. I'm hoping to get a lot of self-heals out of the Hellion here. I kind of want to do some stress healing at the moment. What is this? Can't afford to. Plus, that was kind of stress heal, if you think about it. I was rolling for a possibility of stress healing characters. You crit on, like, every heal. Like, what is this? Is Healer's Gift making you crit on every heal and it's just an undocumented thing? I don't think that would make sense at all, but... you know, the numbers don't lie. I think I just roll the stun for the damage. Or for the stun, I guess. I think I can actually afford to do some stress heals as well. Damn. As long as I pump that in, you should be dead. Assuming nothing wears off by next round. So there you go. And some things wore off. Damn. I'm gonna have to launch in another attack, unfortunately. Is that gonna be enough? 7 and 4. 1 off. There we go. Now we've got enough. Whee! And we can throw out a heal on this character. Nice crit.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
No reason not to just use the holy water immediately. We'll have the traveler's tent checked out. And then continue moving upwards. You've got stress to heal, and you've got a higher percent to disarm, so you may as well.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, that had to happen eventually. I'm still surprised we got this far without a hunger pang. On this one, the most troublesome. I'm hoping to kill the Outlaw Fusilier in the first round.
Well struck.
Oh damn, you're already dead, Outlaw Cutthroat. Perfect. Huh. No. Let's go for the blight. Rather than try and make you inaccurate and then deal with you there. That's how I wanted to deal with you and it wasn't enough. Damn. Well, it turns out I really ought to have gone for this one. Oh well. Although with something that would have dealt damage, obviously. So you are dead, yes. You are dead, yes. Beautiful. Just continue hacking away at your bits. All looks good to me. Damn, you should both be dead this round. Yep, looks like it.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I'm gonna be camping up here, so I may as well go all this way down, free up the space, and then come back. So I'll camp in this area. Or actually, I could turn my light off in this area and then walk back down. I don't really have that much space to do that. Actually, oh, but I'll have the light level. Will I? I'll finish this battle and then not buff the light. Guess I'll just waste one torch. Oh, so many decisions to have to make. I'm actually going to do stress heal here rather than go for the kill. That'll do the kill itself, hopefully. Yeah, it does. And then that kills that. Perfect. So I just got some stress healing out of there that I was not otherwise going to get.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I don't know. Do I rest here? I'm going to need to, because I'm going past the secret room and I should pick up things on my way. Yeah, I need to rest.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Okay, we're definitely doing, like, resupply. Oh my god, the shovel was really important there. That's not super important, though. And Defender Seal is useless. Boom, boom. And then you give yourself that stress heal. I've already thrown away all of my medicinal herbs. See if we get ambushed at night.
The light,
we do not.
the promise of safety.
I'm not going to turn out the light, because I am going to need that torch, actually. As it turns out. Although I do have a free slot already, so I feel pretty good about that. Skeleton key you open. Really? That chest turned out to be full of shit. That's okay, actually. It means that I don't have to free up inventory space. I do want to carry that anti-venom as long as I can, so that should I accidentally somehow, perchance, run into a situation where it was useful, I get to capitalize on it. I can see at least 3 curios in here. And I know there is a curio in this specific area, the big old tree that you interact with and diffuse the poisonous sap. So I know that it's entirely possible that I need it. Okay, just a sack of nothing. Yep, as it turns out, actually to be a sack of nothing. Eat food, perfect, that's a new space for us. And then, boom. We'll go in here, we'll use a skeleton key. And, ooh, a valuable. Oh, they stack. They stack up to 5, I'm real happy about it. Okay, we take a torch, we do this, we do this. That was actually really good. Okay, so now we've got gems, then gold, then artifacts. Oh, just eyeballing this, I'm thinking about 200, yeah, 200k, amazing, right? I'm thinking that just here, we already have 25k.
A blazing star is born.
That's just eyeballing it, not actually any mathematics involved. Slap you. Just gotta take you out of the fight for a few rounds. Don't worry, you can come back later.
He's not gonna come back later.
Beautiful. Oh, yes! That's exactly what I was kind of relying on. And you're already dead, perfect. Another thing that I was trying... Oh, okay. No. No. Yeah, that mark is not a good thing to occur right now. So I am going to try and make you inaccurate. You've resisted. This is bad. I'm going to try and make you deceased. You've resisted. This is bad. I have a 10% chance to stun you. I can't in good conscience take that. I'm going to transform and try and deal as much damage as possible. So if I was trying to kill one dude, it would be this that I use, right? Rage.
The ground quakes.
Yeah, it would. Even with this crit and the bleed. Oh, man. We got a lot of damage done. Oh, you went for Confusion Spores? I thought since I was marked, you 100% had to go. Never mind. You're dead. You are so deceased, sir. Boom. Get dunked on forever.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay, I definitely don't want the extra food. I already have a full stack, so boom, boom. And the gold. I do want the gold, actually. Gold is more likely to find than emeralds, so I think I'll actually start throwing the emeralds at this point. And then sort them correctly, because I have to. Would have been hilarious if I opened that. Emeralds! I think I now throw the bandages to start a new stack of minor antiques. Because minor antiques are stupidly powerful, just because of how high they can stack. And even with 3 more curios to interact with, that's still going to be really good. Perfect. You some. Just the stress heal. And only because you had to incur some recently. Ah, damn it, I actually need the bandages for that. Well, that's kind of shitty. So I did manage to actually screw myself out of a little treasure there. But to be fair, I pretty much had to make decisions based on the balance of probability this entire time. And for the majority of them, I ended up being correct. No, not all of them. Definitely not all of them. I think I actually go breakthrough right now. Just to kill the doggy. Ooh, damn. You are not dead. Very close, though. Ouch. So you get to do Escape Cloud, and then the other one gets pushed forward, and then it gets to do Escape Cloud. Thankfully, it did nothing to anyone. Dodged and resisted. Ooh, dodged and crit. That's not good.
Palpable fear.
You still have high blight. Your blight resistance lowered. So I can actually go for you. Are you now dead? No, just not dead. I think I still spread my damage hit. Oh my god, everyone's ending up on 4 health with a 3 damage bleed. It's like, geez, just die already. Speaking of, time to start just healing off stress. Nothing else really to accomplish at this point, just heal off stress, make sure people don't die. That'll do for a lot of that. Damn it, I wanted you to crit on yourself and heal the stress. It does cure the blight and bleed though.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task.
A map of the area? Finally, we actually managed to get some scouting in this gosh dang vid. Oh my god! I want my bandages back. I wonder if, and this has never been proven to me one way or the other, but I wonder, is it possible you go into a dungeon and there's just way more likely to be one kind of thing? Because sometimes I go into a dungeon and there's a stupid amount of scrolls, or in this case, a stupid amount of desiccated corpses. And it's just inexplicably there. You're not dead. You're not going to act fast enough next round anyway, so I may as well start buttering you down. But inexplicably, there's just an incredible amount of corpses in this run. I wonder if that means that the value of having things to deal with corpses, bandages obviously, becomes way higher.
Masterfully executed.
I wonder if it means it's more likely for the rest of the dungeon to also contain torches, I guess is what I mean ultimately. If anyone knows the actual answer to that, feel free to tell me in the comment section down below, especially if you have a link that actually proves it.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
You fucking kidding me? I'll still interact with it though. Yeah, because you can still find stuff. And your chances to find stuff are still pretty high. Perfect. And then before I interact with whatever is here, I'm going to turn off the lights. Don't turn out the lights. Yeah, yeah, eh. I'm going to learn from my mistakes last time. Light the correct character so that if I deal 15 damage, it's still okay. Ah, and then of course I deal 18 damage. They have 17 health, I think. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 7. Whoa! Gnarly shot, dude! I'm gonna probably just push you back to the front space. Yeah, let's kill you. Blighting will make sure the kill goes through. Perfect. I don't want to get some more stress reduction now, but I don't really need it. Whatever, we'll just go for damage. And then you're actually going to have to transform if I want to do any damage with you this turn. Oh, he does so much damage! How do I not take an abomination on every mission? Can someone explain this to me?
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Perfect, we can throw all of these. We know them no longer to be useful. No. Continue adventuring. You need to turn out the light and then loot this.
Closes in.
Nothing of value inside. Perfect. Let's leave.
Of men.
However much money it says, there's also 2.25k more because I'm selling the Blighting Satchel. Get to twiddling our thumbs. Oh, okay. 3, 2... We'll call it 3, 4, right? 3, 4 plus 11, so 45,000 for the run. It's pretty good. Healer's Gift is useless. Unyielding's actually reasonable. Natural Swing being lost, I'm relatively sad about. Vertigo, actually, I'm sad about with that character in particular.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So we have more things we want to lock in and lock out, but first... Ooh, you're a natural eye. You're a natural eye, though. Compulsive's kind of bad, but it's bad enough. Ooh, Natural Swing. That's even better than Natural Eye, because it actually just encompasses the bonus of Natural Eye. I actually really do kind of think I want that character. I'll probably come back to that. Misses the spot is lower crit, not taking it. Quick reflexes actually is reasonable, especially on a Jester. I've got 2 low-level Jesters. I've got Blobesville and... I have 1 low-level Jester, and I've got Starwit way up at the top. And I think I do always need Jesters so that I can do the stress heal, because it's actually really important. Okay, so we are taking Nesden.
Ye will be laughing still at the end.
The thing about a Grave Robber is that +2 speed on a Grave Robber isn't the same as +2 speed on a Leper. +2 speed on a Leper gives the Leper a chance to act way quicker than a lot of low-level melee enemies, or even high-level melee enemies. But for a Grave Robber, you always pretty much act first. Where's my highest level's Grave Robber? I think it still might be more D. Yeah, all of my other Grave Robbers tend to perish. But so my base is 8. Whereas the base of... let's look at someone with similar kit. It's not based on your level, it's based on your abilities. So you're 4, and you're a relatively fast character anyway. 3, 2. I find someone on a higher level who's a shitty class. Core Bomb 3, and it's a higher level. With gear of 2 higher levels. So, your speed tends to be good enough. Right? So, think about it like this. If all of the enemies have 10 health, and you can do 20 damage already, giving you plus 5 damage doesn't do anything. You still kill the motherfucker dead immediately. Always. So it's not necessary, is I guess what I'm saying there. In light of that, I don't think I care really that much about you having quick reflexes. I want to make up for the unsatisfying things certain characters have. Your accuracy as well is usually pretty high, but I'm thinking about this mostly because it would enable me possibly to avoid giving the Grave Robber accuracy buffs ever, which basically frees up a whole slot that I can work with. So I can focus on giving you damage and the Raider's Talisman, right? This is the kind of build I'm specifically thinking. We go Raider's Talisman, plus 3% crit, plus trap disarm, plus speed. I mean, that's bundled in as well. Extra scouting chance, all really amazing. Sure, you consume a little more food, whatever, right? And I don't want to go with the Lucky Talisman. That's what I would go with if I really just needed to buff the accuracy. And a little bit of dodge, but it really depends on what dungeon I'm in as to whether or not I want that. Now, the other thing that I'd want to throw in there, as just a little bit of spice, is usually either the Fuseman's Matchstick or the Prophet's Eye. But I don't need the accuracy, so then I can get the Fuseman's Matchstick instead, which is even more speed, even more damage, and even more crit. It's like the perfect build for a Grave Robber. High crit class, give it crit on both of its items, give it a little bit of damage, give it a lot of speed, give it scouting, give it more crit again, just for fun. That's what I want. That's what I want. So, yes. Ultimately, I'm pretty certain I take Mobek here as well.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
None of these seem relevant or special, so then I can just unequip, sort, and we'll sort our party by level as well. And that'll be the end of the episode. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. This has been an hour-long episode because I talked way too much. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself despite the stalling, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another episode. Or there's a playlist in the description down below if you're watching this after it came out. Don't worry, I got you too.